especially when you take into account the guy, the type of guy DJ is and how hard he's worked to achieve that. That's no small achievement, win a batting title in this league. And where it came from 2-3 years ago, pretty amazing. I mean, it's a testament to his work ethic and to everything else about him.
So the second straight year you have a co-home run champion also. Were you kind of hoping you would just go up there and just let it eat and see if the Baltimore run?
I think he probably was. But no, I mean, I don't know if there's much left I can say about Nolan. I've been talking about him for a handful of years now, but yeah, there's nobody like him. That's what I told him. He's one of a kind. I haven't seen anybody like him.
Walt, were you monitoring the Nationals game? Murphy did get one.
Yeah.
And if suppose he had gotten a hit, and I don't know all the mathematics of.
Yeah, we were monitoring. We were monitoring it, but you didn't hear that from me. But yes, we were. We were in tune.
And if DJ had needed to go in for an at bat,
I would have found a way to get him an at bat. Yeah.
You don't know if you're just going to hold, obviously, after today. I mean, was it kind of making that victory lap or that lap on stage? Was that kind of bittersweet or?
A little different. I think that's my 15th time I've done that. So yeah, a little bit different today.
For Charlie, it's his 10th leadoff homer this season. That's a much different Charlie than we've seen in past seasons.
Yeah.
What progression have you seen out of him this season?
As is the case with a lot of these guys, just maturing as a hitter. He's found his power, in his lower half. His swing's a little bit different than it was a couple of years ago. He's aggressive. He's more aggressive in the box, and he's like I said, using his lower half and driving the ball. He's another one. I mean, Charlie, what a season. You lay the numbers out there. I mean, it's big-time stuff.
Well, you've said a number of times when you've been asked through the course of the season about going on without a contract, and you've always said, listen, we'll talk about that, it'll come at the end of the year. But today, being in the situation it was, did that weigh on you at all last night, today, or did you get so involved in the game you didn't think about it?
Yeah, no, that's never weighed on me. As a player, as a manager, I'm always going to show up the same way, no matter what my contract situation is, and I demanded that from our players. I've had this talk with our players, regardless of what your circumstances are, or what your contract situation is. Show up and you play the right way, and you're obligated to do that, and you're obligated, to this organization, to your teammates to do that.
How would you sort of grade your own time here the last 4 years?
Not into grading myself. We got plenty of other people that'll do that for me.
How about the club in general for just this season? Now that it's in
Yeah, a lot of good things this year. Future's bright. A lot of young talent. I've mentioned before that I think that the starting rotation has taken the biggest leap forward in a long time that I've seen with this organization. And I think that's foundational for success. It's a common denominator of all successful clubs. So, there's a lot to be excited about, and all the young position players. We got to see a bunch of them this year. The guys that were young a few years ago, the LeMahieux and the Blackmans and the Arenados, they're now in what you could consider the prime of their careers, and so there's a lot of things lining up.
Well, was there a sense of deja vu after the home run after coming back again?
I'm not thinking that at the time. I'm sure we're going to win that game. I was sure we're going to win that game, but the guy got a big hit for him.
Well, DJ adds that batting title to his resume already, Gold Glove and All-Star appearance. What's his future look like to you?
Yeah, I said it, I think, a month or so ago. DJ's a star. He's a superstar in this game, and I think he'll continue to be. He's going to get better and better. And I don't know how much is left out there in front of him. I think you're going to see even more impact at the plate, more extra base hits. He's got that in there. and that's come a long way already. But what a pro, though! This guy is a consummate pro.
You have to say a lot of accolades to him because he's had to play the last 2 weeks to keep that batting average up where Murphy has been hurt.
Yeah. You know, it was a weird situation with the batting title thing. It was unique in that you know, the other guy he was battling with wasn't playing; he was hurt. So I didn't want, you know, I didn't want DJ to lose the batting title that way. So, you know, I did what I could to kind of construct that as much as possible. You know, if they're both playing and going at it, that's one thing. But I just didn't want him to lose it that way. And you know, I'm so proud of him. You know, once it was within reach, I really wanted to see him get that.
Walt, you know, I got to imagine that with all the features of your job, probably coming in here after every game is not the thing you favor the most. But from all of us, thank you very much.
No, I appreciate it. That means a lot. And you guys have always been courteous and fair to me. And I thank each and every one of you for that.
Thanks, Walt.
Okay.